Hello and good morning, good afternoon and good evening, depending on when you watch this video. I'm Mr. Diggs. Welcome to Mr. Diggs Deals. I'm a part-time eBay reseller. This is my latest video and it's everything I've picked up in the charity shop, or shops should I say, this week so far. Mixture of media and a little bit of clothing and a few other little bits and pieces. So without further ado, let me show you what I've picked up. Do a little bit of media first, shall we? Now in my local charity shops, then most of them are normally doing deals on 3 DVDs for £1. That includes box sets and stuff like that, and I usually tend to find a lot of seal stuff. Now I'm going to start with this one because this is basically, I picked it up and it's been sold. It sold last night. And I only paid about 35p for it in the deal. There's not a great deal of money in there. This is Hotel Transylvania. This is not a great deal of money in it, but it's new and it's sealed. And like I say, it was listed and it was sold last night for I think £4.50. But for 35p, I just thought, you know, as part of the deal, I might as well. So that's the first for me, showing you something that I bought and sold. So yeah. One of the best 80s, I think, or late 90s films with a great soundtrack, Mustang Sally, The Commitments. I haven't listed this yet. This is one that's unlisted. Again, it's new and sealed. And I think I'm going to be looking at about 7 to 8 for that, to be honest. Again, it's nice, crispy seal, so... again, part of the deal, again about 35p. Diary of a Wimpy Kid Blu-ray. Now I haven't checked any listings on this. I just thought I'd pick it up as part of the deal. So, like I say, I can't give you a price because I'm not entirely sure. I've just picked it up because I wanted the other two. So, I've no idea with that one, to be honest. Now, one of my all-time favourite films starring Tom Hanks in his very early days is, again from the 80s, The Burbs. As I say, starring Tom Hanks. This is a cult classic. This is one of his very earliest films, back in the 80s, a bit of retro. And again, a part of the deal, 35p. And this, I think, goes for about £5 to £6. And it's sealed again. This one with Johnny Depp, Sweeney Todd. Again, I'm not entirely sure when this is from, but he's played Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber, the serial killer guy. Again, 35p, and I'm looking again. This is only going to be about £3 at the most, but again for 35p, and it's part of the deal. You'll see why I picked this one up with the other with another two in a minute. Yeah, about £2.95 for £3. It won't cost much to send. So, and basically, it's just the listings full of that one. And with the Sweeney Todd, I come across these two. You've got basically Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes, the first 2 seasons of each. These aren't sealed, sadly. If these were sealed, they'd be pretty good money. Now, I know by themselves that this one particularly, that goes for about anything from 16 to about 20, 25, depending on its condition. And all the discs have been checked. I've checked them and what have you. And that again, that goes to about 16 to about 18 by itself. Now combined, I'd probably look to get about, you'd think about £29 for the two, because obviously it's a spin-off from one to the other, starring Philip Glenister, I think his name is. So I haven't quite decided yet what I want to do with these, because there is another series, series 4 of one of them. I would love to find these sealed, because then you're talking some really decent money then. But again, 35p for 2 very good, well-known box sets along with that one. Can't really complain. And for a quid into potentially 25 for all in. So I was quite pleased to pick them up. And I think I've picked one of these up before, and I think I've shown it in a previous video, but I can't remember. I think I probably have somewhere in the shed. Now this was a disappointment. Sherlock, seasons 1 to 3. Now it was one of them things I instantly thought, being subject matter and being a box set and being series 1 to 3, we'd be talking double figures. But believe it or not, this doesn't even fetch a fiver from what I've seen on listings and solds and completes. You're only talking about 4 or 5 quid for that, which is, to me, is rather a bit shocking for a well-known TV series. But hey, you know, swings and roundabouts, I suppose, in this game. So there is a series, there are more series, so what I might do is I might just wait and see if I can get more episodes, more seasons, and see. Because obviously it stars Dominic Cumberbatch and he's quite a good actor. So yeah. Now this sort of confuses me. Not because of what it is. I know what it is. It's generally the price. I got this for $1.99. Now this is Car Wars. The Right of Way Goes to the Biggest Guns by Steve Jackson Games. Now, I've never heard of this one before. And basically, Car Wars, it's in the game of freeways of the future, when the right of way goes to be bigger guns, players build vehicles complete with weapons, armour and power plants and more. I may have to do a little bit of research, but from what I did see, like I say, it confused me a little bit, this one, because pre-owned, $24.99. New and sealed, again, $24.99. That's a bit weird, to be honest with you, because like it is sealed and there are solds and completes on there. In fact, to be honest with you, it's probably only sold once in the last year or something like that. So I'm thinking I might go for a quick sale on this. I might go for about 18 quid, to be honest with you. And apparently there's more in the series. This is edition 4, the 4th edition. So, but like I say, it confused me when I was looking at sold and completes and current listings, because not a lot of sold, and there are pre-owned ones for $24.99, new and sealed for $24.99. So like I say, I might just go a cheeky lowball price on this and go for about 18 quid and see how it goes, see where it gets me. So if you'd like to comment about this game and sort of help me out a little bit as to where to price it, or whether I'm spot on with me 18 or 19 quid, depending on where it is, just drop a comment down below and let me know. So a bit of Disney now. Bread and butter item, which I've had in the past. They used to be really good money in these. These are Winnie the Pooh barrel mugs. I paid 50p each for these. They are official. This one's a piglet mug. It says it somewhere on there. That's it. Look, show you a bit of the camera. And this one's a red Winnie the Pooh mug. Like I say, 50p each. There you go. It says Pooh. Now, like I say, these used to at one time be double figure money, 12, 13 quid, 14 quid. But for 50p each, I thought bread and butter item. Still a little bit of money in it, but not a lot. You're looking at about 7 to 8 quid each on these, to be honest. If you can, obviously, if you can get them for a bit cheaper at a car boot or somewhere like 20p, then pick them up. Quite simple, easily to photograph, listings filler, and a bread and butter item really. So my next items. Oh, what? Sorry about the camera. Whoops. Now these intrigued me because there was 2 of each of these. Now I wasn't sure what they were when I first picked them up. Can you see that? Now everyone knows from the 80s a cult classic cartoon film that I used to race home from school as a kid and try and watch. Now what these are cushion covers. And I paid £1 for these, £1 each, and there was 2 of each of this one and another one I'm going to show you. Now obviously, like I say, everybody knows Masters of the Universe, Skeletor, He-Man, Trapjaw, Orko, Man-at-Arms and Evil Lyn and all that sort of business. And these are brand new. These have never been used. They're in packets. And like I say, I didn't pay a lot for them. I think it was either 50p or £1 each. I can't remember off the top of my head. I didn't pay more than £1. But looking on eBay at brand new, somebody has been getting 12 to about £15 just for a cushion cover. I'm not sure what size they are, but they look about 45 centimetres either way. So like I say, I picked 2 of them up. And if I can get £12 to £14 for a cushion cover, like Souls and Completes on eBay and the current listing, then I'll be an happy boy. I'll be a happy reseller. So it was that one. And one of the best ever cult classic horror films from the 80s was, and they made 2 films of it, and I think there's another one going to be in production soon, which is, can you guess who it is? Evil Dead. One of the best cult classic films of the 80s, with Ash. And they spawned another film of Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. And there he is with his boomstick. And I was very pleased to pick them up. And again, there's nothing like this on eBay, so I've gone for about $14.99. You may think for a cushion cover that is, you know, but for a man cave, which I'm going to put in my title, you know, so I thought genuinely that was nice. So I'll pick them up, and I'll pick them up all day long. And the woman has said to me, there's every chance they might get some more in. It just depends as and when. And they're going to give me a shout if they do. So if they sell, I'll be very happy. Right, clothing time. So if you're not into clothing, sorry about that, but it's something I'll just generally pick up now. But I have picked up some interesting bits. Where do I start? Now these are size 6. Let me just show you. Stella, Adidas Stella, in association with Stella McCartney, Adidas Stella Sports high tops. Now these, there are not many of this sort on there, or on eBay, and I have cleaned them, but they'll probably need a bit more of a clean. And I want to put a big shout out to what I call an expert in this field, and that's Mr. George Ross, Retro Reselling. Now, he's I think he would go to anybody that does reselling that's not sure of trainers and high tops or anything like that. He picks these up all day long, and he sells these quite, not this particular one, but he does sell quite a lot of trainers. Now, I dropped him a message in Messenger on Facebook, and he looked up the artwork for me, and he suggested, now I paid $3.99 for these, and he suggested I put them on for about £45. And I'm going to do exactly that. I'll include the shipping in that as well. So I'm looking at about 45 quid for these all day long. There's still some decent tread on it. And they are real because they've got the little label inside. There is some slight wear, but overall, they are in good condition, to be honest with you. So thanks, George Ross. Much appreciated for your expertise. Now, based, if you saw my last, one of my last few videos, you saw that I picked up a ski suit, a really ugly ski suit. I never picked up anything ski related or snowboarding up before, but it did sell, and I paid a tenner for it, and it sold for £100, which made it my best ever sale as a reseller. So bearing that in mind, and going into the same charity shop, I come across, and these are pretty heavy, these bad boys. They look like a cross between Frankenstein and Herman Monster boots. Now what these are, they are either, from what I've been told, either ski board boots or ski boots, ski shoes sort of thing. And they are pretty hefty. And these are, what are these? Just bear with me for a minute. Sport ASC ski boots or snowboard boots. Now there is a little bit of wear on the heels, as you can see, and a little bit of wear on the front. Now, originally these in the charity shop were priced up as £20. They didn't do well, so they went to another charity shop, but they come back to this charity shop, and then they still had the price tag of £20, but whoever put them out didn't see that, and they were priced up back in the shop where they started from at £8.99. Now, when I first saw them, I thought, God, they're heavy, and they are going to be a pig to ship, because I'm going to have to as a large parcel, and it'll cost me about, I think, all in all, about 15 quid to ship. But I've got a discount at the post office, so I'll probably only cost me about 11, to be honest with you, with my discount card. So, like I say, having said that, I'm based on the fact of what I've got for the ski suit. Then these are actually listed, and I have listed these for £55 plus £15 postage and packaging, and they've instantly got watches, and I've had quite a few views. Now, as we know, watches don't mean a great deal to some people. Watches usually mean that they're looking for the price to go down, or they're generally interested. Now, like I say, these are going to be a pig to ship, but you know what? For £8.99 into potentially 55, 65, 75 quid, whatever I've got them priced at, then I should do pretty well out of these. So, again, if you ever come across ski suits, ski boots, skis, anything sort of ski related, or snowboarding or anything like that, I advise you to pick them up, guys, because generally there is some decent money in it, and I should know because I've been there and done that. Ooh. And they are really heavy. And staying with ice and snow and that sort of stuff, I have picked up, well, basically new in box. Let me get them out for you. Now these have never been worn. These are ice skates. They still have the protective bit on the skates themselves. They are adjustable, as you can see. I think they are a children's size as well. And what these are Dynamic Flex Support Limited Edition SFR ice skates, and the size for the moment evades me. I know they are a child's because I've seen it in the shop. Let me give you a bit of close up of them. And these, because they're a limited edition, and from what I can gather on Sold and Complete, I'm looking at about £29 to about £39.99 for these, and I paid £3.99 for them. They come in the original box. Got the original cellophane. And like I say, they're going on for about $29 to about $39.99. Again, another Adidas Stella McCartney related item. Now I don't normally come across this sort of stuff. This is just basic. At first glance, you'd think this is just your basic grey jumper. But you look closer. Can you see that? This is another Adidas Stella McCartney Team GB Men's XL jumper. And like I say, look at first glance, I wouldn't have paid it any attention. But because I seen that on the cuff of the jumper, it grabbed my attention. So I sort of picked it up, sourced it out. I paid, I think it was $1.99 for that. And there's not many jumpers sold on there. There's jackets and there's t-shirts and stuff like that. So based on that, I'm going to go for about $19.99 on that and see where it gets me. But for $1.99, I'm quite happy to sit for a while with it on my eBay and probably lower the price if it don't get enough views or it doesn't get any much interest. So, and like I say, it's just your bog standard jumper. But obviously being themed and who it's made by or associated with, then I should do okay out of that. Right, the next one is a new with tags. Ladies dress. Axe Paris. Don't know much about the brand, but I know it's new with tags. And the original UK price on that was $35.99. Now this was on the reduced rack, and I paid £1.50 for this. And at $35.99 new with tags, I think I can afford to go for about 19 to 25, possibly 19. 25 will be pushing it a little bit, I think. But for about $19.99, from £1.50, I thought, you know what? A listings filler, easy to take pictures of, store away, and just sit on it. Like I say, I don't think I've got a problem getting about 19 quid for that, $19.99. So it is it's more like a cocktail party dress. The material's sort of a bit see-through, but it's got a slip underneath. So yeah, I was happy to pick that up. Now this is, as we all know, this time of year, a lot of resellers switch to selling coats and stuff like that, and that's my next two pickups. Now this is a well-known name, Wallace. And this is a Mac well, I'm not sure how you describe it, to be honest with you. A Mac, I guess. It's a size 14. And again, it was the same charity shop as I got the dress from. It is quite a long coat. And it's got a nice little belt buckle scenario thing going down at the back. It's in great condition. And it is quite nicely lined with a red trim. And I'm looking at solder completes of other coats in the similar style and make. I think I'll be looking to get about $15.99 to about $19.99. And I paid, again, £1.50. No, sorry, either $2.99 or $2.50. I can't think at the top of my head at this minute in time. I've got it written down somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So I was quite pleased to pick that up. And again, last item I think, yeah, is this Monsoon Ladies size 12. Again in the same style with some really decent looking stitching and what have you. Again, This is one of those jackets that is ideal for this sort of weather. Let me just give you a full, that's it, a nice little red number. And again, I didn't pay no more than £3 for this, I think, off the top of my head. My memory's shocking this morning. And again, with this style, I'm looking, I think I'm going to put it on for about £25, that, to be honest with you, and see where it gets me. So, that's my little charity shop haul this week. As you can say, a bit of a mixed bag. One for the clothing resellers, one for the retro sellers. So yeah, I have been doing a bit of self-promoting over Facebook for my channel, because I want to grow my channel. I want, I'm experimenting with stuff in the backgrounds, and I'm going to be adding little features now and again and stuff like that. So thanks for your time, thanks for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers out there that have joined me, that want to follow my reselling journey. Much appreciated. So if you've liked the video, if you want to carry on watching more good content and more different sorts of videos, then give me a thumbs up, hit the like button down below, and then subscribe with a little bell at the bottom. Thank you if you're finding me for the first time. Thank you if you're stuck with me as an old subscriber. Thank you for joining me as a new subscriber. And let's hope together we can grow my channel and get myself out there and bring you more decent content. And as time goes on, then hopefully what I'm experimenting with in the backgrounds will show up in my future videos. So till next time, guys and girls, thank you very much. Much appreciated for your support. Till the next time, this is Mr. Diggs signing out. Cheers, guys and girls.